Welcome once again to Monday Morning Gospel Moment. Got a short one today. It's a big one. Probably the biggest one I'll ever deliver to you. Had this mind-blowing revelation over the weekend. I just want to share it with you. Huge. If we get this truth, huge. It will change everything about how we live. It stems from very popular teaching that we are called to be like Christ or be Christ-like. How many of us have heard that? How many of us hear that pretty much every time the church doors are open, every time the teaching videos are being presented? It's be Christ-like. We're called to be Christ-like. Let's look at that. First, let's look at the definition of like. Having similar qualities or characteristics to another person or thing. The same or nearly the same, closely resembling the subject or the original. So we're called to closely resemble, have similar qualities. Well, you hear that? Be like Christ, be Christ-like. Or is it something bigger than that? I'm going to read to you out of Colossians 3, 1 through 4, and then verse 10 and 11 from the Mirror Bible. See yourselves co-raised with Christ. Now ponder the persuasion, the consequence of your co-inclusion in him. Relocate yourselves mentally. Engage your thoughts with the throne room realities, where you are co-seated with Christ in the executive authority of God's right hand, becoming affectionately acquainted with throne room thoughts will keep you from being distracted again by the earthly or soul realm. Listen to that again. Being affectionately acquainted with throne room thoughts will keep you from being distracted again by earthly realm. That's huge right there. Your union with his death broke the association with the world. See yourselves located in a fortress where your life is hidden with Christ in God. The unveiling of Christ as defining our lives immediately implies that what is evident in him is equally mirrored in you. The exact life on exhibit in Christ is now repeated in us. We are included in the same bliss and joined oneness with him. Just as his life reveals you, your life reveals him. Verse 10. We stand fully identified in the new creation, renewed in knowledge according to the pattern of the exact image of the Creator. The revelation of Christ in us gives identity to the individual beyond anything anyone could ever be as a Greek or a Jew, an American, African, foreigner or famous, male or female, king or pawn. From now on, everyone is identified by Christ. Everyone is represented in Christ. So what does this mean for us? What do we do with this? Well, here's a big one. Hold on to your hat. It means we can't, I'm going to repeat that again for those in the back. We cannot be like Christ. It's impossible. I know what you're thinking. Hang on for a second. You see, we are him and he is us. We are him and he is us. We are one and can't be undone. Everything you do is right there in you. Everything he does, you're right there in him. Let this truth lead your day, lead the rest of this week, lead your life. It's a big one. Let it sink in. Chew on it if you must, but do not spit it out. It's life-changing. Cheers.